I only have one free transfer to solve a few dilemmas this game week. I could sell Pickford, I could sell Estupinan, I also have the option to play him or bench him. I'm also considering Morris as well. Luton have 4 fixtures in the next 3 game weeks and all of them are easy. Building from the back, of course I'm starting Turner against Burnley at home over Pickford against Arsenal at home. Now the problem with that is that Forest have signed a new goalkeeper, he's competing for the first team spot, I just hope he doesn't take it this game week. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that I went for Pickford and Turner as a rotation combo, and it's not ideal that Turner might lose his first team spot. If it's after this game week, then it's not a problem, because I was going to play Pickford for the next 3 game weeks anyway. I know the Everton defence has let me down so far, but I am going to continue with it up until at least game week 8. That's when there's a big fixture swing, and I might even wildcard in game week 9, or I might just make that goalkeeper transfer anyway. I'm not making that transfer now because I've got bigger fish to fry, especially with the double game week coming up. Since the goalkeeper position is the lowest scoring position, it is rare that you'll get more points from spending that free transfer there than an outfield position. If I could pick any goalkeeper without spending a free transfer, that would be Trafford from Burnley. That's because he's got an additional fixture in game week 7, and the points are tight in the goalkeeper position, plus he's only 4.5 mil, so his points per million figure should be decent. To be fair to the Luton goalkeeper, they have got easier fixtures, but I think the Burnley defence is a bit better. In defence, it's controversial that I'm probably going to start Bayer against Forest away over Estupinan against Man United away. I think it's really close between the two of them. Obviously, Estupinan's got that additional attacking threat, but I expect Burnley to get a clean sheet more than Brighton. Another option is to start neither of them. I'd sell Estupinan for Trippier and start him instead. I know Newcastle haven't had plenty of clean sheets since the back end of last season, but the defensive numbers are still promising and there is a big fixture swing going forward. We know how much attacking threat Trippier's got. He's probably the best defender to own from this point onwards if you consider Newcastle's fixtures from a defensive perspective and the attacking threat that he provides. My other 2 starting defenders are Ruben Dias against West Ham away and Chilwell against Bournemouth away. I know they've not got the home advantage, but they are easy fixtures. City have decent fixtures for the next 3 game weeks, so that's how long I'll probably keep Diaz for, unless Pep Roulette kicks in, which is more likely due to the Champions League, but he is probably their best defender. As for Chilwell, his fixtures are favourable for the next 4 game weeks, then I might possibly wildcard. I am still open to just transferring him out though. To be fair, he does provide a lot of attacking threat. If his underlying numbers are still promising, then I might just keep him anyway. On the bench with Estupinan, I've got 2 Sheffield United players, Asula and Baldock, and whilst this video is being recorded, they are doubtful. It is against Spurs away anyway, so I can't see them coming away with more than a 1 or 2 pointer. As you can see, my bench is really weak, and one free transfer that I am considering is Asula to Morris. I've got plenty of money in the bank to do it as well. Now this would give me a strong 8th attacker on the bench every game week, and if you look at the attacking fixture difficulty ratings, Luton are absolutely top of the pile. I have published a video breaking each team down one by one, make sure you check it out if you haven't already. As you can see, Luton have got 6 fixtures in the next 7, and 5 of them are easy. If you're going to jump on a Luton player, you don't have to do it now, you could do it ahead of game week 7. Like I said, that game week 9 wildcard is going to be popular, so you might just want to jump on them then wildcard them out because they are only Luton players, but these fixtures are favourable and they might be worth targeting. I'll be honest, I'm considering captain Morris over Haaland in the double game week. I will publish a best captain video that game week. Obviously, I've not locked in my captaincy because there is a lot to consider, but make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that best captain video. I will be researching all of the relevant data. In midfield, I've got the United duo with Rashford and Bruno. They face Brighton at home. That used to be a difficult fixture from an attacking perspective, but right now, that's not bad. Like I mentioned earlier, I do expect Brighton to concede, and it makes it likely that one of these 2 players will get at least one attacking return, if not both of them. Saka faces Everton away, and as an Evertonian, it kills me to say that that's an easy fixture. In fact, Saka's going to be my vice-captain this game week. I'll definitely be keeping him for the next 3 game weeks because Arsenal have got favourable fixtures, but then they face City at home and Chelsea away, so I will consider selling him. And I will want to bring Salah in at some point, but that will depend on captaincy. Next up is Sterling against Bournemouth away. I did only bring him in last game week and he did blank. Of course, he's got 4 more chances. That's whilst Chelsea have got easy fixtures. Then there's a bad fixture swing. Like I mentioned earlier, plenty of times. I might wildcard in game week 9. I might sell him. We'll just see about that. But for now, I'm going to keep giving him a chance. Next up in midfield is Mbumo. He faces Newcastle away, which is a difficult fixture from an attacking perspective. It's important to not be short-sighted with him. Obviously he scored 2 penalties, but his non-penalty underlying stats are promising. He's got 3 easy fixtures out of the next 4 after this. He's definitely a keep. Up front I've got Haaland against West Ham away, and for me he is the best captain that I own, but I do think Son, Salah and Maddison compete with him. Son and Maddison get to face Sheffield United at home, but then they've got to face Arsenal away, so I won't be bringing in either of those players. As for Salah, it is a slightly easier fixture against Wolves away, but I do fancy Haaland more this game week. That's just the position I'm in, but I think there's plenty of opportunities to go against Haaland. I might have even captained Son if I owned him. I think he competes with him the most. Double game week 7, I'll probably go with Morris over Haaland, but that might change. In game week 8, I'll probably go with Son. Game week 10, either Salah or Saka. Then in game week 12, I'm even considering Rashford, Bruno, Saka, or Salah over Haaland. Of course, I know what the Norwegian robot can produce. I'm going to captain him this game week, then I'll probably captain him in game week 6, game week 9 and game week 11, possibly one of the other game weeks that I mentioned as well, but it's important to keep an open mind when he's got difficult fixtures. Lastly is Jackson, and like I mentioned with Sterling, he's got 3 easy fixtures in the next 4. I know he's not produced so far, but he's got promising underlying stats, and that is indicating that he will produce attacking returns sooner rather than later. If you've made it to this point in the video, you've clearly found it informative, so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you can gain an edge over FPL managers by watching my best attacking fixtures video. I've broke down every team one by one in great detail, be sure to give it a watch.